Hey friends, ZenKahuna here with an oak short staff. Get them at your hardware store. Now, we're going to use this staff right now just like it was a club. So in order to do that, and especially if you happen to be a little bit short, you can just choke up on the staff itself. We can come down into a 1 position. We can come up into our guard position. We can check near shoulder, far shoulder. We can pull it over in a variety of ways, right? We can get into that back circle. So you can practice all kinds of club moves with a staff. So we'll do the single cross. I'm just going slowly here. So remember, it's behind your near shoulder, reach across the body and down and around. Pretty straightforward stuff. So no club, no problem. You can start practicing club moves with a short staff. Now, let's reverse it, and we've got what we call a salute. All right, then let's go other side. So again, choked up on a little bit so it doesn't hit the ground. And we're going to do our cross. Keep in mind while you're doing the cross, let's take a look at this. So we're going to do it. Let's imagine you were inside in an 8-foot ceiling, right? And you had an Indian club, so that would be a little bit shorter even than this. All right, so when you are in a low ceiling, this is where you do your movement. So right out at about shoulder level for the cross. Okay. However, when you're outside, you've got a choice. You can either do it as a right at shoulder level, or you can take it up a little higher, or you can take it up a little higher. So you've got some different ranges of motion, different levels that you can take it to when you're outside, which is one of the great advantages, of course, to working outside. There are many advantages, but that's one of them. Good. All right, now let's reverse it. So here's the inside version where you're just at about shoulder level. By the way, I train inside when I need to. Got a complete indoor primal nature gymnasium, well outfitted with every fun thing to play with. However, I love getting outside to train because it lets me do more range of motion. I can be louder, larger, more rambunctious. All right, now, another good move to practice with your 3-foot staff is a club move that tags on to the back end of either a cross or a salute. So, if this is our salute, what we would then do is turn around, circle, and back to the single cross, and turn, circle, single cross. Because the staff is very light, you can safely practice this move and begin to prepare your joints and sinew for movement with a heavier club. Let's do 2 more. And finish. Other side. You don't want me to get out of balance here, do you? All right, so here we go. We're going to do our cross, circle, twist, and back again. Now this is one, depending on your height, if you were training inside, you couldn't get this move without marking your ceiling or putting a hole in it. Ask me how I know that. That's correct. I have several marks on my ceiling from over the years where I got a little carried away. So let's take a look at this one here. Now you're going to rotate all the way from the foot and bring this back and around and then back to your position. All right. Now we go back to the other hand and we do the salute. So what happens in the salute? We just reverse the cross. So we come here, we come up. Now as this comes down, instead of coming back into that salute movement, we're going to do our rotation and come the other way, up and around. And I can't stress enough the benefit from using a light staff for these kinds of movements to prepare your myofascia, to get your fascial trains and chains ready to rock and roll with some heavier equipment. This is also great for recovery days, restoration days, revitalizing days, whatever you call it. Days when you're going easier. One more time. And change hands. So, let's take a look at slow motion. And we'll go even slower. Keep in mind on YouTube, you can actually put this video on slow motion. And here we go, regular speed. And remember, it's always good to start off slowly so you can feel your way through this motion given your current status. So in other words, if you're feeling tight, you want to go slower until you warm it up a little bit and have mobilized yourself. Once more. All right, so those are great moves with a 36-inch staff. Again, inexpensive. They cost maybe $3, $4, $5 depending on where you are. Sand, oil, and you're ready.